Hello tacticians, if you are looking for information about the path to glory and what it entails, well, you're in the right place. This is the latest survival event where we get to play with Lucius the Eternal before we get to unlock him, and we'll be fighting against the Eldari. And of course, to do this, since we are using Lucius, we'll be needing our Chaos Chums. What do we get? Well, for every loot box that you open, the Emperor's Children crate, you'll always get some of Carrion Shards, and if you're looking forward to unlocking this character, then you're going to need to unlock a bunch of these as well. If we go through the various tiers, you will see that basically every single box has a minimum of 5 shards in it, up until we get to tier 17, where it goes up 6 and then starts increasing. Now, obviously, to get to these later tiers, you're going to have to do very well, as these survival events are very competitive indeed, and it looks like it tops out at 15 shards per crate. And of course, at tier 30, we can get a lovely Emperor's Children theme and 20 shards, if you manage to get that far. Hopefully I do, as I do have a thing for Emperor's Children at the moment. I am collecting them as an army, but I don't often get to that last crate. As always, if you wish to spend money, there are ways that Snowprint will happily take it from you. And as it's the anniversary event, there are some freebies along the way as well. So keep your eyes peeled for them. As always, there are also missions that you want to complete, and the premium ones are of course only if you purchase that bundle. But it's the terrifying spectacle at the bottom where you've got 1 out of 20 that you'll want to do, as it will give a survival stat boost to Lucius the Eternal. And of course you have a leaderboard should you wish to brag about where you get. So who are we up against? Well, the Eldari, and it starts off quite nicely with normal Guardians, but trust me, it gets a bit worse later on. And for almost every wave that you complete, you'll be unlocking power-ups for your champions. And of course, keep an eye out for the Reactivate ability power-up, because that is very useful indeed if you're using summoners such as Corodius. You will also need to make sure that you complete certain waves to increase your own rarity, and I'll point that out in the playthrough that we have in a little bit. But as you go down, as I mentioned, you start seeing things like Harlequins, and later on, the Wraith Guard with their Wraith Cannons. And of course, not forgetting, Wave 11 is the oh so important wave if you can get to it, because of those lovely 3 Codex of Wars that you get should you complete that wave. Wave 12 sees the introduction of the named characters, and here we've got Calendis and Ethana. 13 sees Jane Zar. 14 brings in Eldrian. And 15, well, you only get 11 Diamond 3 Wraithguard and 1 Diamond 3 Morgan Ra. Trust me, they're no pushover. So you've seen the waves, let's have a look at all of this in action. Now, the 4 characters that I have decided to bring into this are Corodius, as to be honest, summoning in those Poxwalkers time and time again, because you can reactivate your ability, is absolutely paramount. Obviously, you have to have Lucius, and Maladus, he can actually go down and kill 2 at a time. Finally, Nauseus is almost required, as he is your only healer. And Harken, believe it or not, is, I think, a great choice, as he will get powered up the more characters that he kills. So already he's killed 1, and okay, his attacks here only deal plus 10 damage, but that scales with his abilities. So we'll see him later on doing quite a lot of extra damage indeed. Now, we could pass here to trigger the next wave, but I don't think it's worthwhile because none of our characters can move, so I'll move on to the next turn. And now, since they can all move, I will then pass the turn. Now, bear in mind, if you have brought in Khan this early stage, he will start attacking your own characters if you've killed anyone with him. So bear that in mind. So let's trigger the next wave. In they come. And let's start killing. Now, hopefully, well, we did let the Galaxy Burn trigger here, but we didn't end up killing, which is a bit of a shame. But we're going to move on to the power up with Lucian, and let's drag this guy in and kill this one. Why did he step on that? Be careful where you move them. Well, we'll step on some more barbed wire, knowing there's only 2 left, so we'll be able to jump off it in a second and heal up. So, kill there, kill there. And again, if you really want to pass the turn and get those few extra points, you could do so, but personally I think it's worthwhile spending some time every so often just grouping up and making sure everyone's in tip-top condition. Now already we can see this reactivate ability, and we want to try and keep that clear because we will be using the summon of the Poxwalkers from Crodius. Not this turn, we're going to wait until bronze. Now again, we've got no choice but to go on this barbed wire to kill these 2. Let's take the upper hand, and whenever you attack with Harken, always make sure that you try and do it where he's next to someone, again for that Let the Galaxy Burn trait to try and trigger. And because we need to heal up, I'll just do a heal on Harken. So there's this one turn, and it's in times like these, you know, Harken you could consider as good. He can jump over and kill this one, but obviously we've got other people in the area. But let's just say there was more down the bottom. He's got the movement to actually get to where he needs to be. Speaking of movement, let's move Crodius down so that Malladus is within range, just in case we need to move with him. And let's start picking up some of the power-ups. So we are now on bronze. We've got Crodius in the middle, and this is a great time to summon in our Poxwalkers. So let's move Crodius up, as I think we're probably going to need him up here more, and summon them in. Now obviously when they kill one, they summon another, and Malladus can go down and kill 2 again. Lucius can kill this one, and I will admit I'm a bit torn. I want to go down and attack here, as I don't want them to accidentally pick up this power up. So I think I will do that. We're not in urgent need for healing just yet. Crodius will start making his way back. Harken, I think I'll pick up the melee hits power up. As I said, this buff will only start getting more and more. Let's pick up that, and I think we will heal Nauseous for now. So we'll pick up the reactivation of the power-up for Crodius, as we will use that again soon. Heal up Lucius. And we've got one down in the corner here. So actually we can reach him, Lucius, but let's see. Do we need him over here? Let's put Harken here. And Lucius can go down here. And he moved there, so... Now, for the health power-up, I would strongly suggest either Harken or Lucius, as the Death Guard are quite tanky naturally. And since Harken is actually quite good in this, I think I'm going to protect him with that extra health. Now, there are other options if you don't want to use Harken, but I find his movement is very useful. The other options are people like Abraxas, another summoner, and again, he could do the same thing that Crodius does if you don't have Crodius. Let's move Crodius into the centre, because we may want to move him further up again. So the one downside is that all these Eldari seem to have frag grenades of some kind which kill all of our summons. And that's why you need to reactivate. But look, if we see the summons do still kill them very easily. So let's move Crodius here, summon in again. One got the healing buff. Well done. And this is where Harken really comes into his own. He can just go and kill a Wraithguard in one shot. Move here to kill this one. Let's go here. And Yeah, let's finish this one as well. So again, with Crodius, we're heading back to reactivate his power up, and we can't get anyone up here, so we're just going to send Harken up to kill. Again, just really ramping up the additional damage that he does. And I lost the power up. Never mind. It's a painful thing. You really do want to pick those up if you can. And the other reason for Harken, this amazing move just sends him up, and we just get the board covered. And we can't get this Wraithguard, so we're going to have to leave him be and hope our Poxwalkers can deal with him. Like that. We got lucky, we are actually quite close to the next reactivation of the power-up, so let's grab that with Crodius. If I could have grabbed that hit's power-up with Maladus, I would have done so, but as I can't, I think I'll pick it up with Lucius. He just makes him more of a mincing machine. Let's heal up Lucius. Ideally we need a defensive power-up on him now. He is more of an attacking character than anything else. Again, we need to watch out for these Wraithguard. Looks like they're all in at the bottom, but we'll kill the one at the top first. Okay. Okay, we'll leave Harken at the top. He can come and rejoin us. Let's attack the Eldari, and he got that Let the Galaxy Burn to kill off the Wraithguard as well. Send Lucius down. And there's not much we can do about this, so let's heal and move. Let's move him over here. Start bringing Harken back down, and obviously Crodius into the middle as well. Again, not a great idea putting him on the barbed wire, but sometimes you just have to do what you need to do and finish off these two. And we've got a resurrection power up here. Interesting. So let's attack these two. Again, killing two. Kill off the Farseer and the one on high ground. That's the bottom pretty much cleared up. We'll send Harken to pick up the defense power up. And we're approaching 11. The question is, do I want to use the Poxwalkers again or hang on to it? I think I'm going to hang on to it for now. There's a reactivation there. So I think next turn I will use the ability and then try and pick that up the turn after. Wish I used it last turn now. A lot of damage on Nauseous, and another reason why Crodius is great, he gives him that extra pip of movement to go and heal himself. Let's start with the flail swing down here, see what we can kill. A lot by the looks of things. Send Lucius round to kill the Wraithguard. And before we do anything else, let's go down here and summon. Let's see if we can get a few more Poxwalkers. Now this might be a mistake, because if he moves up here to get the reactivate, good, we're fine. So let's move Crodius closer. And we've got a power up there as well, which again we can't get to with Maladus, but I think what we'll do, we will save that for Maladus and pick it up with him. Ah! No! We lost 2 power-ups in one go. That was unfortunate. That was really nice. So hopefully you have more luck than I do, or maybe better positioning than I do on these key turns when everyone comes in. Probably would be best to keep everyone away from those power-ups. Let's take the high ground. And I'm absolutely devastated that we lost those power-ups. They would have made the next couple of stages a bit easier. No, kill that one with Harken. And let's see what we can do to this one. Not enough. But we're in diamond, so not quite. We're probably going to lose some of this tonight. Oh, if we can just get that. Oh, we came back. Is he going to be alive to collect it, though, and summon in those troops? Oh, I don't think it gets much closer than that. So let's put Lucius on the high ground and heal both. Go straight to here, and it's not the best place to summon. We really need one more turn. So let's kill Athana, and let's target Calendus, because even though Lucius might die, no. Lucius would end up possessing the person that kills him, so it's not always a bad thing. So we're not going to summon. We've got plenty of time now. Got back into control of this. He says as... No! Okay. In comes Khan. The butcher is needed. Let's pick up the health. And let's see if we can just bring in him. And I was hoping to use his ability, but I completely forgot you can't use them once they're resummoned. Doesn't look like it will reactivate his ability. And he dies straight away anyway. Never mind. So, are we going to lose Lucius this turn? No. Let's carry on killing Harlequins. Ooh, we're having trouble now. Let's make sure Jane Czar dies. Let's kill this one and heal Harken. We don't want him dying. He does a ton of damage and we want him alive. The enemy, however, look like they have different plans. Now, I completely missed that Lucius died here, and if you see on that Harlequin, he has actually got debuff showing that Lucius is in him. We kill him, and Lucius comes back on full health. So you can actually see how good Harken actually works out here. He really does manage to pull his weight and just dart wherever he's needed to kill everything that needs to die. And this is why I wanted that power up earlier. Maybe he may have been able to use that. Now, we've lost summoners, so let's bring in another one. And they're nicely grouped up down there, so let's bring in Typhus as well. And breathe all over them. Let's kill one. Didn't get the trigger, unfortunately. And let's go here to summon in these summons. And Harken can go down. Now, did I miss Lucius dying and coming back? I've got these two covered. Got him covered. Let's pick up the power up here, because next turn I don't think it's going to look so great for us. I've actually put Typhus on there on purpose. They'll actually go and, well, I was hoping target them. And as you can see, they're all coming in and just murdering everything. Now, if I could kill Morgan Ra, he has got Lucius inside of him, so he'll lose some health at the beginning. Out of his 132,000 health, he's going to lose maybe 2. So yes, this is the end. However, I know I haven't completed wave 14, and we've got that little fella there. Can Harken dive in just to kill off Eldrin, or will he die? A worthy sacrifice. Are there things I could have done better? Certainly there were, but I hope this shows the power of Corodius and indeed Harken in this game mode. And I wish you all the best in your survival mission.